Everybody, hi, how are you? This is just going to be a shorty, hopefully. Someone asked me when I posted this particular recipe on a Facebook group, and there are lots of them out there that are great on Facebook, knitting and crochet groups both, so please check into them. They provide a wealth of information for all of us. But this is a rounded toe that I came across, and it is by Lynn Ashton, and it's available on Ravelry. As you can see, the name of it is the Seam-Free Rounded Toe for a Toe-Up Sock. It is for a lady's medium-sized foot, and there's instructions on how to make it bigger if you have a larger foot. Someone asked me with this sock if I had problems with having holes or gaps in the toe. No, I did not. She says to make one, and you make one extra stitch on each round. And I did through the loop that is between two stitches, like when you do a normally make one. And I worried about that because I have a hard time doing that particular stitch, and I get gaps sometimes, but I didn't have that problem. On the second one that I'm beginning to work on now, I did it a little bit differently. When I did my increase, the make one, I instead knitted into the front and back of the next stitch where I was supposed to make the make one at. So if it said to knit one and then make one and continue knitting, I knitted one and I knitted into my front and back stitch of the second stitch and continued on. I have no gaps, I have no holes in this one. It's turned out wonderfully. So I'm real happy with that, and I wanted to pass that information along to anyone who is wondering about it. Both make one or knit front and back seem to work just fine. Another thing for sock knitters, and since I wanted to make socks so badly, I have researched and scoured the internet for things to make life simpler when knitting socks. This is one of the things that I came across when I first started knitting socks from a cuff down. And if you will see, this is the lady who actually did it, and the pattern is called Heels by Number. And it's really nice because she has different types of heel patterns for your socks. She has the V heel or half handkerchief, a rounded heel or the French heel, another rounder heel. And there's actually, when I printed it out, there are actually two and a half pages of various heels that you can work with. And each one of these rows here tell you how many stitches you should be working for the amount of cast on numbers that you have. So if you're knitting a sock that has 40 stitches in your cuff, your heel is you're going to work 20 stitches over your heel, and you're going to follow this line right on down here, and that's going to tell you your decreases along the way. So it's really simple to follow, and it's got a nice assortment of heels for those of you that are cuff down sock knitters, and I thought you might enjoy them. Let me see if I have a website here. Let's see. I don't. She has some acknowledgments. If you'll notice, Jackie Errant's ankle lace socks. But I think you can Google. I do a lot of Googling. Just Google heels by number, and you should be able to come across this because it is on the internet and it wasn't hard to find. And I not only saved it in my favorites, but I downloaded it and saved it to a file, and I printed it out and all that good stuff because I managed to lose it umpteen dozen times. So always good to have backups of backups. All right. Hope this helps some of you ladies. Thanks, and have a great day.